We're in high spirits because we got more Steins Gate coming your way tonight. Tonight! Steins Gate. A game about gates. No, it's not. But it is 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to Visual Thursdays. I am your host, animefanrk2k, playing Steins Gate. Game by 5PB and Nitroplus. Came out in 2009 and is here for our enjoyment. Last time, Marcus Acusa died. And then we had the anime opening. And then we introduced all the lab members that are currently part of the lab. And here we are. That's a pretty concise plot summary, if I do say so myself. Anyway. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. Let's talk about his future gadgets. Anyway, our current problem is future gadget number 8, the phone wave, name subject to change. Phone wave is a pretty weak name, so I added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When future gadget is completed, the three of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. So our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. Phone wave name subject to change is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. Put food into the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave's name subject to change has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken via remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. Chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. Mayuri refroze the chicken. So then Daru and I have been searching for the cause. We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Mayuri, bring forth the bananas! Are you gonna turn them into gel bananas again? Gel bananas again? That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them gel bananas? But gel bananas are gel bananas. I take the bananas from Mayuri, stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, name subject to change. Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food. Your stinginess could cost us a battle with the organization. That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one. Next time, we'll only do one banana. I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave name subject to change is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. Just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? Check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? I don't know. Oh. Am I supposed to be able to check my pants and coat pockets? How? Config. How to check my... This is not helping. Okay, so I'm supposed to be able to, I think, how do I, okay, so we've run into a hurdle. I don't know how to check my pocket. Oh, let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone. Make a call to the phone wave names. Allow us to confirm the controls. Allow us to confirm the controller settings from configure. Okay. Okay. So, config settings in the system menu. Okay, do it here. No. No, we can't. I can't do the. Can't do the thing here. Okay. Say it wants me to pull up my phone. This is kind of embarrassing. All right. All right. Oh, okay. It's my mouse wheel. Open address book. Phone wave. Call. I'm connected. I did not know I could do that. Hello. This is the phone wave name subject to change. This is the voice of my Yushi guidance. System Dara program to operate the phone wave. Do you hear my Yushi's voice? Be quiet. I'm trying to listen. Aw. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the number button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, pressing number 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press number 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 number. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but somehow starts the freezing process. Phone wave name subject to change comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards. Backwards? I never noticed that. That might have serious implications if we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. Hund's rule? Hund's rule. The rule governing the placement of atoms' electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron of the same spin before any are filled with a second. Also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Okay. That makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Not Hund's rule. Nope. Okay. Three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. For 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Maria takes the bananas out. Gel bananas are ready. The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Maria discovered that the phone wave name subject to change had a freezing function, attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. Just gets more confusing each time. We're playing serious. Sounds like the title screen music, but not. Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered. They look really nasty. The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it. No way. Fine, Mayuri. The honor shall be yours. But gel bananas are all gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one? It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all. Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think? Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy banana. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding. Please, just say it. Your banana's all soft and... Don't make her say that, you perv! Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Maria looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. They're gelatinous, semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? Got it! Turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle, and I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was the freezing function is actually something else. Bold statement if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout, what do you say? Come on, don't be shy. Their reactions are pathetically weak. But you probably didn't even understand half of what I said. We already knew that. Oh. The problem is we don't know what it is doing, or why it's doing it. If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them? What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave. Then, what is it? We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Dara and I to head to Daibiru. Daibiru? Hi, phone. So what can I do with my phone? Change settings? Change wallpaper? Nah. Phone ringtone. Anyway, that's a cool. No. Easygoingness? Okay. Precaution? Nah, that sounds over the sky? That one's pretty good. Reunion? Oh man, I want this one. Gate of Steiner. Yeah, we have to do Reunion. That's a good one. Anyway. Now that I know how to use my phone, it's nice. Male ringtone. Alright, yeah, that's fine for that one. Alright, I forgot we got this message and we don't know what it says. And no mail outbox. Yeah, Ferris and Phone Wave and Daru and Mayuri and Lukaku, and I can't do anything with them. Cool. Anyway, in any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. So what is Daibiru? Fictional. A skyscraper with offices in the commerce center that opened alongside UPX in 2003. Connected to UPX by overpass. Okay. It's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. ATF. Fictional, short for Akihabara Techno Forum. A meeting hall located inside Daibiru. Several universities and research institutions hold special seminars there. Okay. Now we know. Summer credits, basically. You have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Behind me is the large unidentified object that crashed into a building near Akihara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach. From a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. Yeah, it's a pretty big thing that's just like boom. Boom shakalaka, right? So you cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru. I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone's walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Daru, aren't you going to check out Radicon? No point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online though. There's already 100 threads about it on that channel. It's huge, man. Oh, I got mail. Hi, I know how to check. You know, I'm really sad about driving my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Girl Froggy. Reply. That's the one from last year, right? I thought you weren't interested. Sent. Alright. Resonant reaction. Okay. Cool. Gotta respond. How's it going, King? I have to respond to your friends, you know? That's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Debut Room and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC! I'm alive! Ikita! Unlike the lab, Debut Room has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. About the phone wave name subject to change. Might have found our answer. You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I won't give up that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Now's the time. So what's your latest ridiculous theory? What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, and those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. So basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science. Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave name subject to change may be the key to opening Steins Gate. How's that? Steins what? Lost me back at ridiculous, man. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. We step out of the elevator. I bump into someone. Quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. I'm sorry, said the thing. What? It's a girl. And I recognize her. You? Impossible. Chills run down my spine. Stare at her face in disbelief. Saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makisu Kurisu. Oh, snap. Is there something wrong? Kurisu frowns and tries to back away. But I don't let go of her shoulders. My grip tightens. Ow. You should be dead. Why are you here? And you're even... There's a single bloodstain on her clothes. And they're the same ones that she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Oh, squirrel corpse. Ouch. As far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch. Hey, that hurts. Let me go. Cruiser pushes me away. And shoots me a worried glare. I realize I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay, but that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. That again? Taro interrupts. Wait, something strange about what you just said? What do you mean again? I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right? I sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. Hey, can you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future. It came from the future? That sounds like something you'd read on the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories. No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from the 28th. Wait, that's today. Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right, the email is sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 emails. Someone stabbed. The Makisek Urisu. Don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? It looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content though. It's the email I sent to you 3 hours ago. I sent one mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Dart really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly, Carissa is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Alright, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is, why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Carissa's face. Fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me. She's like, what? Oh, Ocarine. I don't think that's a good idea. Poke Carissa's cheek with my fingers. It's the softest. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one. Oi. Wait a minute. I already touched one. I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders for being pushed away. I still doubt that she has substance. That's just proof of how confused I am. I'm probably never gonna play Mario Kart for mobile, so okay. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Radicon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations, just like that mass disappearance? That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. Requires further investigation. Grab the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it. Are you trying to get yourself arrested? I just want to know the truth. Stare straight back at Carissa as she trembles with anger. Lift her blouse a little higher. It's kind of a weird meeting right now. What truth, you perv? You stupid? You want to die? She pushes my hand away. Louis John's famous line for the win! Okay. Fictional. The main heroine of the anime, the familiar of 10, a tsundere. Her voice actress is the queen of tsundere, Sugimiya Rie, nicknamed Sugyu. Oh, the familiar of 0. But voiced by Kugimiya Rie, Kugimiya. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Dar shouts something silly, but I ignore her and press Kurisu. I know what I saw! No way. Did you just see my under... Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. No, you fool, not that! Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makisa Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw. Wait. Dr. Nakabachi? What are you talking about, Ocarine? Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled. Cancelled? Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Stories aren't matching. Same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Maria's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? This is another organization conspiracy. Excuse me, my name is Hoin Kyoma! Really, man? You're hopeless. Okay, Hoin-san. I'd like to hear your story in more detail. They're just gonna tell me, oh, San's like a thing. Yep, there you go. Honorifics is Japanese. Japanese employees, a system and name suffixes that define the speaker's relationship to the addressee. Common honorifics are as follows. San, the most common honorific. Used with strangers, people of equal status, and in general, whenever one needs to be polite. When used after their given name, Kyoma-san, indicates closer relationship. Kun, an informal name suffix generally used for male friends or male subordinates, also used by males towards female subordinates in professional environments. Chan, a diminutive suffix that indicates high affection, usually used for small children or young girls, or between close female friends. Tan, an even more diminutive version of the Chan suffix, most often used for fictional characters, especially anthropomorphizations for added cuteness. Shi, a literary honorific generally used by formal publications such as newspapers. Some otaku such as Daru use Shi regularly. Now you guys know. The more you know. Forgot what's happening here? Oh snap. You could watch the anime and do the same thing. Anyway. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. Doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then the older man steps out of the assembly hall. Makise-san, it's almost time. Huh, oh right. Thank you. Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. We should go too. Go where? To hear the lecture, duh. Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend a lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Makise Kurisu need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius Makise Kurisu had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. First heard about her when Daru pointed her out in the Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I turn to stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever, I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but learn at Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. If her murder was some kind of hallucination, judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel, ho ho. Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. OBJECTION! What? I remember the audience, not just Kurisu, startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girls drivel. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd! Agreed, you magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay. It's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. Before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. 11 theories. Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory. I think it's cesium laser theory, actually. My mistake. Elementary particle ring and laser theory, direct antiparticle theory. Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. However, all these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other. Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model? Right, well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model now, couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. Suddenly I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors gave me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. Just back off for now. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. Guys know the theory of relativity? Pretty important. Better study this up. It's going to be on the test, okay? First of both Einstein's special theory of relativity published in 1905 and its general theory of relativity published in 1916, represented by the famous equation E equals mc squared. The special theory of relativity is defined by the following axioms. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. As velocity approaches the speed of light, the passage of time approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, length approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. The general theory of relativity adds the following axioms. In the presence of a large gravitational fields, the passage of time slows down. In the presence of large gravitational fields, space curves, and in the presence of large gravitational fields, mass increases. Alright guys, note that down. It's on the test. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person would be about 100 millionth of a second further into the future than I am. What does that mean? According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand? Hoin Kyoma? Cut! Why are you singling me out? Did my best to hold back, but it looks like Maxi Kurisu wants to pick a fight. Wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. But that's not really time travel, is it? Says Professor. Now Professor calmly makes an objection. True, Maxi Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. But he's just testing a genius girl's resilience. Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Maxi Kurisu is giving off an aura of gustiness and says, I can take this guy on. Then what about going to the past? Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you? That's not time travel either. Simon's a nearby student objects. Well, I was just getting started. It was just weird that Kurisu looked a little nervous just now. Let's say we want to make a machine that could physically transfer people through time. What would we need? The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. Cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. String-shaped crevice? That must be how they enter our universe. And the cosmic strings really exist. A crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. Guys, you guys know what the what an elementary particle is, right? It's the smallest unit of matter. However, the definition of what constitutes an elementary particle is unclear. Certain elementary particles have a corresponding antiparticle with opposite charge. There you go. Small. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you can make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you can do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes zero. Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. Accordingly to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to the surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. In other words, you would arrive in the past after transit. If you use 2 cosmic strings, you could do a space deficit jump. If you look back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as super strings. Guys know your science? There'll be a lot on this test, apparently. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as elementary particles. This theory, which posits 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it is said that if the theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and scope of the universe on the macro level to elementary particles like quarks on the micro level. Superstring theory. Pretty cool. Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic string themselves. 2 strings, to be exact. By the way, they're all hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move them at near light speed. How much energy do you think you need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure that's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts! Yes, the Superman movie lied to you. Doesn't work in a physics standpoint. Originates from a 1980s trilogy of Hollywood movies about time machines and time paradoxes. The first movie, the inventor of the time machine said that it needed 1.21 gigawatts of power to travel through time. Rather, the unit gigawatt does not exist. Scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. Hey. There you go. You're back to the future. There's only a few chuckles from the audience. Oh, I get it. I love Back to the Future. Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning. The time traveler alive, of course. What do you think, Hoin-san? Could you take on a challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. Why the hell is she addressing me? Wasn't even the one who jeered this time. Huh. Looks like Hoin-san doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings. By the way, Hoin-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me! Tried to hold back here! So I've been challenged though, I can't leave the question unanswered. It's not a shortcut through space, right? Yes, that's correct. Phew, got it right. I sigh in relief. There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0. But oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity. Collapses as soon as it opens. So we need something to negate the effects of gravity. So-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass that repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is this something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. Can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Greaser raised her right fist. Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that can oppose my fist's grasping force, so I can't squish anymore. Greaser opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. Travel through time, however, that takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara. The exit is in Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe and near the speed of light. Once it's there, we yank it back to LA. How? According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light. Meaning the hole that returned to LA would be further in the past than the Akihabara hole. So now if Hoin-san jumped into a wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. Only seems that way. This is called the Urashima effect. Alright, the Urashima effect. Special relativity, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back at back at close to the speed of light. This trip might take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he returned to Earth to find that thousands of years had passed in his absence. Think Rip Van Winkle kind of thing, you know? It happens. The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more. The transit time is 0. Hohenstein will return to Akihabara several years in the past. Time travel complete. Prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself. It may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which by the way has not been confirmed to exist. So implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now, do you see what I mean when I say that time travel is an absurd concept? Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them could create a viable time machine. That is my answer. Is there anything simpler, like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? I'm afraid not. Firm declaration. This is the limit of modern physics. Can't say how it might change in 10 years, though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, maybe it's the other factors that prevent time travel from working. That's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved. Principle of causality, woo! Even more, a scientific and philosophical principle that states that every event has a cause, and it is by that cause that an effect is produced. Theory of relativity is founded upon this principle. However, quantum physicists have observed microscale phenomena that do not appear to obey the principles of causality. Interesting. Yep. You mean time paradoxes and conservation of mass? Mass of the entire universe is constant. Time machines suddenly travel from the future to the past, but it's only be the extra mass that a time machine is pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. Didn't say what kind of danger, though. If you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe, or microsystems like atoms, or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? Heh. She's laughing at my reaction. That little... God, how mortifying. Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then what is the problem? The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. Oh, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born. As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never. What if you just don't kill them? You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. Not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really, it doesn't seem that dangerous. Butterfly effect's a big thing. You create a time paradox, you change the future, basically. Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law in existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that has even a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Would you say this is a logical conclusion? There may be loopholes like parallel worlds or self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. Gah! I grind my teeth. When I see Makisa Kurisu look at me with a composed expression, I avert my eyes. So I have no choice but to concede. Makisa Kurisu truly is a genius. Yo, how's it going in your bed? Maybe? I end up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture. So impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. Yo, I said I was come over next week, remember? She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, some might consider Kurisu dead. And yet she is alive. Memories don't mesh with reality. Not just about Kurisu, my conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion, and it never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. Parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. I need to get exercise. Seriously doubt that the Makizu Kurisa at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese. It's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of the Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Mansebashi Bridge. A very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the more famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping cicadas from the few trees growing here. It's Ocarine! Doo-doo-doo! There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Hey, I know who that is. Yo. So, Miko, shrine maidens, priestesses in the Shinto religion, Miko typically dress in a white kimono with a red hakama or skirt. The role is to assist priests with performing rituals and events. The other is docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Uroshibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. Chief Priest's son. That's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. Good afternoon, Okabe-san. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy! Taller than Mayuri, yet also slender. But he's a guy! Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy! Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy! It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy! Damn, skaters won't shut up. But he's a guy! Lukaku! That was funny. Lukaku, that blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine, I call him Lukaku. I met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers at Akiba's Pedestrian Heaven. Some neighborhoods of Tokyo, such as Akihabara, close to major streets on busy shopping days. This effectively turns the street into one big sidewalk, facilitating pedestrian access. Oh, close. Okay, they close major streets. Alright, got it. Got it. Understand. Understood. It also so happens that Lukaku and Mayuri are classmates. As in fact, after I got to know him. Lukaku was taken aback by my sharp question. Starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes.
You mean Demon Sword Samidare?
Correct! I bought it for you so you could learn to control your power.
Oh yeah, you bought it at Bladeworks, right? I think you said it cost 980.
Fictional. One of several stores in Akihabara that sells replica weapons. Includes Japanese Sengoku period swords, European Middle Age swords, and knight armor. So if you need knight armor and you're in the fictional world of Steins Gate, saying, don't say another word anymore, and they will come to silence you.
They're gonna silence me? Thanks for worrying about me, Ocarine, but who are they?
I ignore Mayuri's question. So Lukaku, I'm making sure to practice with Samidare like I told you.
Yes, I do practice swings once a day.
As long as you carry it and master the Seishin Zanma School of Swordsmanship. can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samidara may be an imitation sword. That is only for the form it takes to hide it from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes true power. It was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included.
Thank you, Okabe-san. It was a wonderful present.
My name is Okabe.
It's Ocarine. I'm sorry, Kyoma-san.
As long as you understand. Now speak the words!
Elsai Kongroo?
No, not Kongroo. Kongroo!
Yes. Elsai Kongroo. Did I get it right?
Kongroo smiles happily as they nod.
Thank you.
Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy!
Such a beautiful master-disciple relationship. Mayuri's not a Fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited.
Uh-oh. Mayuri's getting excited! Why? No! Anyway. The term for female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi, or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men, does not apply to female otaku in general. So if you have a Fujoshi friend, they like them yaois.
Mayuri-chan, please don't imagine such things.
Jeez. But we do have a master-disciple relationship. I, Hoin Kyoma, have gone to great lengths to brainwash teach Lukako about the evil conspiracies that rule the world. How to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samidara is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako is very obedient and hardworking. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weaknesses of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. What are you doing here, Mayuri?
I came to see Luka-kun. Kamima's coming up next month. I wanted to cosplay as Kirari-chan from Rainet, but he won't say yes. He won't say yes to my Yushi.
Fictional, the heroine of Rainet Kakeru, her full name is Nishimura Kirari. She is a smart, athletic girl in 5th grade. She is also cute and has a good personality. Basically the perfect girl, passionate about fashion, hates mushrooms. Komima! Which is a parody of Komiket. Comic Giga Market. A massive otaku event held twice a year at Tokyo Big Sight. Every Komima, thousands of artists gather to sell their creations, which range from erotic manga based on popular anime to original figures, music, and games. Next Komima will be held on August 15th. 2000, whenever this time takes place, okay?
But cosplaying, that's just too embarrassing for me. But I'm sure you'll look great in it. The phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl, is really popular, you know? Come on, make your cosplay debut!
It is an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone who looks like a cute girl but is either of unspecified gender or actually a boy. This expression is also used sarcastically with boyish looking girls. Konna kawaii kou ga onna no kou no hazu ga nai! Anyway, that's the Japanese you're getting from me, okay? Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Says she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukaku as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally I don't understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on, Lukaku. Lukaku has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? Whatever, I have business to take care of. Save the trivial stuff for later.
But it's really important to Mayushi.
And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukaku, there's a good reason for me being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism.
An exorcism? Then I'll go get my dad, please wait.
No, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine. So with that said, bring out the usual.
The usual? You mean Samidare?
No, who the hell used a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's that stick with the ziggy-zaggy paper thingies that the priest does the shaky thing with.
Aha! That sounded really dumb, Ocarine.
Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri.
Oh, the Onusa.
Onusa?
I don't know if my father will lend it to me.
A wand that is carried by Shinto priests, adorned with a sheet paper, is used in blessing rituals to ward off evil spirits. Onusa, I believe it's called. Onusa? Oh yeah, Onusa, yeah. Onusa?
I'll go ask him.
Lukaku makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of a bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
Well, time for me to go to work.
Do your best. You're going straight home afterwards.
Yep.
Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. Should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began.
See you tomorrow. Doo-doo-doo.
Call Mayuri to stop before she trots off. Wait, Mayuri, before I Radicon, you heard a man scream, right?
Scream?
Mayuri blinks several times and put her fingers to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile.
When was that again?
This afternoon.
I don't think I heard anything.
Oh well, alright.
Ocarine's a weirdo. Bye-bye. Doo-doo-doo.
Mayuri leaves this time for good, so she pauses to wave at least a half a dozen times for disappearing beyond the archway.
Thanks for waiting, Okami-san.
Kongroo returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for.
Dad let me borrow it, thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave?
Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin your exorcism at once, Lukaku.
Okay. Do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway?
Lukaku is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. Should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart, terrible chill shoots up my spine. Oh, what? Gah! It's the evil spirit! In my arm! Grab my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit! Gah! Hurry, Lukaku! It's trying to take over.
No way! Please hang in there, Okami-san.
I'm not Okami-san!
I'm sorry, Kyomo-san. But what should I do?
The exorcism! Hurry! Just do it like I taught you!
Okay.
With a serious look on his face, Lukaku grasps the Onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. Taught him well. His face is red and he can barely talk. Looks like he wants to say something but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward? Amateur. Please, Luca! Expel this spirit from me! I don't want to kill you! Kako starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty. Like he made a frail girl cry. Despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukaku's managed to work up his resolve.
Hear me, evil spirit.
Raise the Onusa high, shaking it left and right.
Please, leave from Okabe. I mean, Kyomo-san.
That's great! Now strike my arm with those zigzags!
Eh?
Tip of the Onusa touches my upper arm. In anime, this would be cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur. Nothing like that happens. Only sound is the chirping of cicadas.
Did it work?
Take a deep breath. Trembling in my arm has stopped. Oh, I'm okay. Looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukaku. Lukaku sighs in relief and blushes.
I'm glad I was able to help.
His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. But he's a guy! Anyway. Oh my god, that was great. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Brown Tube workshop for repairs. Dara and Maria have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, backbreaking work, but I manage. Push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from the gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. Doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. The LCD TV is becoming the new standard. I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT. Yo, what's up, Okabe? Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually, the owner of this whole building, Tennoji Yugo. Call him Mr. Brown. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brown tubes. What's up? That TV you gave me broke, that's what. I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you? Little punk. Barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter. Love. Gotta treat him with love. Muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. Shed shivers down my spine. I need repairs post-haste. Man, why do you always talk like that? So Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. Nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk. They're all functional according to Mr. Brown. And I got mail, so screw you. As for my Yuri, I didn't want any of the other Garo Froggies, but I did want Fatty. Now that I think about it, it wasn't really that cute. Actually, it was kind of weird looking. I wonder why I wanted one so badly. Hey, just really Fatty kind of looks like Daru-kun! Oh, Daru-kun's a fatty. Alright, well, just the body, right? Now I'll comment on Daru's face. Send. It's kind of mean. Alright. Put my phone away. It's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screens that HD CRTs came out just for LCDs took the market. You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? Improvement patch? What's the improvement patch for this game, dude? Pine Paya? Crowds the Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronics stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. Then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk, you hear? The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It's a picture of a young girl, shyly making a peace sign at the camera. I might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert. The girl's actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. Oh. Oh, I might need to get that then. Alright. Oh, the English one has lower pixels. Well, I'm not too worried about that because I'm live streaming it. And my quality isn't going to change that much. So that's not as big of a deal. But I would definitely probably want better, improved text, better subtitles, better phone images and stuff. Fixes poor translation. That seems important. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs. Or was it the other way around? Thank you. I will enjoy the game. I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? you touch Naya, you're dead. That's it, Naya, a rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. By we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Naya gets along with. Naya always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. Hey, thanks for the follow, Pinebaya. Seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? Been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I'd be surprised if this place were actually making any money. Ain't a customer? Puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer. There's probably just a loose solder on the board. I can fix that. Really? Well then, by all means. Hold on. Get you an estimate. What? You're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV. Yeah, so what? Never said I service it for free. Curse you. Some gall to say that after hoisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us. Oh, shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back, though I'll have to charge you for its safe disposal. Extortion! Dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind? Ha! Who's that now? Me, of course. Who else? Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. Got some nerve to be back talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing. Huh. Shall have your money, Mr. Braun. In the end, I'm no match for him. So I hear the door open. I look to see that a girl has entered the store. Hey! She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. Really? What's up? What's up? Is that what you have to say? Totally not ominous, totally not Suzaha, you know? What's up? Da-da. Da-da. Suddenly, time stops. Wait! The world! The power to stop time. Yep! The world! Oh my god. Can't believe it. The power to stop time. One of the supernatural abilities called Steins that appear in the popular manga Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Copyright friendly. Those with the ability to use stands are called stand users. The world! She said what's up and time stopped. Feels like someone activated the world. The world! Girl's still standing there with her arm in the air. Smile gradually fades into confusion. I don't know. How long can you move in the frozen time? Nobody. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat.
I called earlier. I'm Amine.
Just like that, time starts moving again. Oh, so you're the kid for the job interview. I'm Tonoji, the manager. Job interview? This young woman? You want to work at the dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden brown tube workshop? This filthy old manager? You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent? My words are about the truth, though I suppose it's not my place to get involved. Anyway, I had no idea the brown tube workshop was hiring. You always look so free. Didn't know you needed help. This version of knowledge just went even further beyond. Of course it did.
Actually, I'm the one that begged for the job.
Girl looks a little embarrassed.
The boss refused at first, but I wouldn't take no for an answer.
That's honestly surprising. Kids with drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady.
Oh, thank you.
Today they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. Girl's expression is stiff. Guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Right. What was your name again?
Amina Suzaha.
Age?
18.
Same as me. Student?
Nope.
Shakes her head. Why do you want to work here?
Because I love CRTs.
Hired! You start tomorrow. Wait, what? Is this some kind of joke? Are we on camera? It's the people behind the screen again, isn't it? I know it. I can see them. Anyway.
Thanks, boss.
Finally, Amina Suzaha seems to relax. Then she looks at me.
Who are you?
You dare ask my name? Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it would place your life in jeopardy. Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sarah in America, Claudia in Italy, Simone in France. I'm not sure about Simone. I won't put anyone else in danger. Hey, stop pulling things out of your ass. He just doesn't understand my pain. This idiot rents the second floor. Name's Okabe Rintaro. My name is not Okabe, it's Holy! Quit it, or I'll raise your rent. I'm Okabe Rintaro. Oh, it's so great. Girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, looks at me with a serious expression.
I don't know anything about this organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble, Okabe Rintaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that.
Huh? Huh? Stuff like what?
If necessary, I can hurt them so bad they'll never bother you again.
Mr. Braun! I don't think you should hire her. Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Okabe's head.
It is?
You just keep thinking that. Someday the world will kneel before me. Mwahahaha! Koi foi que parei aqui. I'm not sure what that says, Koryas. I only speak English fluently right now. Just imagine that. And then Amina Suzaha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye. How you came here? No, I'm not sure. But welcome. It was probably the will of Steins gate. LSI Kongroo. Anyway.
So that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip.
Trend? I don't think so. So hot. Wow, we're getting mail. Oh, mail time. Mail time. Lukaku. I'm really okay with it. I just feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. Or something might have happened to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much. Oh, I bet this is like one of the text improvements, right? Because like the text is scrolling but without like putting it. I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samidara. Let me say exorcism. Wasn't bad, just a little clumsy or sermon of the gods. You need to. Oh no. Ceremony. What would a traditional ceremony entail? I needed. Okay. Just worry about something. Okay. You know what? We're gonna send this one because this one seems nice. Don't worry. Thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while, so there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. It's funny. Organization's ass. Don't find. Let's make sure the organization's butt cheeks don't find me. Okay. Good. He's so hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat has now become unbearable. I grabbed an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. Yay, thanks for the follow, Curry asked. Woo! While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. Search for the threads on the mass disappearance phenomena or Makise Kurisa's stabbing, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts and multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? Ooh, interesting. John Titor. John Titor appeared on the American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. Claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. In fact, the IBM 5100, I actually did some research on it. IBM, it's just about the company. An American computer company, not only do they develop and sell hardware and software, they also offer service and consultation to enterprises. In recent years, they made the latter their main focus. Invented floppy disks and hard disk drives. So I actually did some research on the IBM 5100 after the John Titor incidents, actually. Very fascinating stuff about, like, their potential proprietary information, no knowledge and stuff, but nothing along the lines of that it could do the things that Steins claims it can. What? I didn't watch the anime of this, what? Titor also made several accurate and fragmentary predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Another name for bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE, commonly known as mad cow disease, only used in the case of human infection. Early symptoms include memory loss, abnormal movements, personality changes, dementia, and muscle stiffness. In severe cases, the patient may waste away for 1 to 2 years before dying of respiratory paralysis or other complications. Don't get that. It's bad, guys. Pruvi was from the future. He explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. After about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. While on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other, too. That's why to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS. Ridiculous. Obviously a troll. Hey, trolling! That's what we do on the internet. On the internet, to post controversial opinions or false information for the purpose of provoking a reaction. Yeah, that's one way to do it. There's an art to trolling too, so, my opinion. First of all, John Titor is an American, and now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. I don't expect you to believe that it came from the year 2036. See that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. We completed the first time machine in 2034. Name anonymous. Time traveler lol, John Titor lol. Kurigoan and Kamehameha. More details on the time machine. So just to get... Oh, I can't bring up the menu actually. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Anonymous. These old time machines, how much do they cost? I got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? CERN has a monopoly on time machines. There's John Titor. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There's no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Anonymous. Why do you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Anonymous. Wait, guys. Titor-san doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, K. Everything's a matrix, right? Now let's get a trip code, asshole. John Titor. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. It's a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. You'll lose it all in just 20 short years. It's virtually important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. Anonymous. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. What's a dystopia? Thanks, Anonymous. Thanks for your Thanks for your excellent contribution to this conversation, Anonymous. What's a dystopia? Look it up. Google it, fool. Anyway, Anonymous. How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You're reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Anonymous. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God? They're promising world peace. I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords. God damn it, Anonymous. John. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machines, capabilities are quite limited. 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. Control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There's no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. Announced. In movies and stuff, small changes in the past cause huge changes in the future. Or a change of present might come here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Kurigo and Kamehameha. Implying CERN rules the world? Do you even know what CERN is, lol? OP is a troll, says Anonymous. OP. If you find his dad and kill him, then this time travel LMAO will never be born. He won't have to listen to this bullshit, alright? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cess? Thanks for the insightful... God damn it, Anonymous. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The only theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. Anonymous. If you're really a time travel, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics or GTFO. The many worlds interpretation. Whoa, slow down, bro. Kurigo and Kamehameha. Research institution taking over the world. Lol, what? I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I'm only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. Anonymous. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Anonymous to 476 ID. Okay. They reply, a trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. Oh, okay. Lol, backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. If we were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. Single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on the divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like they already made an archive of these threads. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, so let's go back and read the tips. So, dystopia is the opposite of a utopia. For example, a completely regulated society in which most people are denied privacy and freedom. And CERN, fictional, is a French acronym for Société Européenne pour la Recherche Nucléaire, or European Society for Nuclear Research. The world's largest elementary particle physics laboratory, located on the Franco-Swiss border near Geneva, has a bank, a library, a post office, and a dorm on the premises. Scientists from around the world gather at CERN to research particle physics. In real life, based off of CERN with a C. Looks like they already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know him. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on that channel. It's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if it were his first appearance. No one has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's an original John Titor thread archive in English, and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. Enter John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on that channel. Can't find a single trace of a Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre, this just can't be. Searched for information on Tider a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. This search engine filtered? Try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? Feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Interesting. Interesting. Can't pull out my phone. I like how when sometimes you just can't pull your phone out now, you know? Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Tider for sure. Bro, I've talked to him about Tider before. I vaguely remember the details of that conversation. I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Really? I was trying to, but it wouldn't let me. So I send him an email on the way back to the lab, replies with his location. My May Queen. He means May Queen plus Nyan. May Queen Nyan Nyan, a maid cafe. You guys know what a maid cafe is? Tidy cafe where the waitresses wear maid uniforms, usually in the French maid style. They usually call their customers master. Patrons can talk to the waitress and play games with them, but ultimately maid cafes are restaurants, not bordellos. Daru's a regular there, apparently. 3D cat maids are his thing, too. May Queen plus Nyan Nyan is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramaya Bashidori, take a left at Sumakoisaka crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm heading now. It's usually busy at Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radicon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. The Radicon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and shielded with yellow police tape. We're here now in Akihabara the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line. There are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. Wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess that's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, Otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Doujinshi, I know what that is. Fan-created amateur manga, which are often but not always adult in nature. I read lots of... not this. These are sold at special doujinshi events, the biggest which is the twice annual comic giga market known by fans as Kamima, or the real-life equivalent, which is Komiken. Komiken. Aside from the scene at Radicon, it's the same as any other day. I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I have accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. There in front of me stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. Oh! She took a picture. The phone was clearly pointed at me. Tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. Turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing at someone behind me. That doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, who is this mysterious person? Find out next time on Steins Gate. Yeah, my voice is actually giving out, guys. Oh, so Steins Gate is very tough to voice act because Kyoma Okabe is very much into it, doing like his thing. So I have to call it for tonight. Excuse me. But it was fun. We'll do this more next week for Visual Thursdays. Same place, same time, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, have a good night, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for tonight. And I'll see you guys. Ciao.